Ladies and gentlemen, William Samoei Ruto's trip to US is over. And I would like to ask you one question. According to you, do you think this trip to US was successful? Do you think it was beneficial to the country? Because from where I sit, William Samoei Ruto seems to have harvested so many benefits. William Samoei Ruto was promised so many armored vehicles, helicopters, money for climate change, money for the human rights organizations, money to strengthen democracy, money to help even deal with issues of corruption. So in terms of benefits, Kenyans has get or obtained a lot. But we have one big question that we would like to ask. Because this money is a lot, if you ask me. This person ni nyingi sana. How is this money going to be used? Is it the issue of pale ambapo the developing nations assist African countries and the money ends up in people's pockets? Is it a situation whereby we get now like the armored vehicles and armored helicopters, and then the same government end up spending the same money and allocating money from the budget and buying, pretending to buy the same items, same equipments, same military arsenals, yet they have been given by such good countries like America? Because if you ask me, this is something that is good. It can benefit the country so much. In terms of infrastructure, they also promise so many things. But now the question will come when it comes to tendering. The question will come when it comes to implementing these things. Something else that caught my attention is Ayub Abdikarir, the citizen journalist, who put William Samoei Ruto to task. Where in White House, Abdikadir Muhammad asked William Samoei Ruto, the President of the Republic of Kenya, in presence of his host, why he was sending troops to Haiti. Well, in Kenya, so many schools were closed in North Rift. The bandits were robbing over the people, and there were so many people who were displaced from their home. And William Samoei Ruto was at pain to explain. He labored to explain. And this one tells you that there is too much to be explained by William Samoei Ruto. Even when he comes back to Kenya, I think America should follow to see that every coin is put into good use, because without putting the money into good use, kile ambacho tutakuwa tunafanya, tukipoteza pesa nyingi katika safari ambazo hazina mwelekeo. Something else I also noted is that Raila Amolo Odinga clarified that the Azimio team that accompanied William Samoei Ruto was invited by the US government. And this clarification is very, very good, because in my view, I was raising some questions why people like Opio Wadai, Gladys Waga, Pauline Njoroge were in William Samoei Ruto's team. But now that the Doyen himself, because Raila Amolo Odinga is a Doyen, baba mwenyewe amesema ya kwamba hawa watu wako pale kwa mwaliko wa serikali ya Marekani, ni swala ambalo limetuliza nyoyo za watu ambazo zilikuwa na wasiwasi mwingi sana, wakijiuliza ni vipi sasa Azimio sasa ni kama imeingia katika serikali ya William Samoei Ruto, and even the people who have been criticizing the government wako pale. But all said and done, Azimio behaved very well wakiwa pale. Niliona vile ambavyo walijitokeza, because they were actually reporting everything, and somehow it was embarrassing to the government machinery, especially the communication team of William Samoei Ruto is very, very poor when you compared it to the Azimio team. And it is this communication strategy. These are the kind of people who should be in Azimio government, because I strongly believe Azimio is likely to form a government if they remain together, if they work together, and if they stick together and waonyeshe watu vile ambavyo hali ilivyo, they are likely to come out and actually form the next government And this is also very, very important because even William Samoei Ruto can also be able to see that Azimio is a government in waiting. Again, when I look at this trip, we saw a lot of drama and a lot of publicity. Now, this publicity is good for Kenya, I can say for sure. Kwa sababu unajua mgala muwe na haki mpe. The publicity by Kenya Kwanza government was good. But there are still some questions that Kenyans are asking. Why this trip at this time? Why William Samoei Ruto should be treated in a very special way? And the answer is simple. The answer is that when you look at China, China is now dominating the politics of Africa, the economy of Africa, the development of Africa, the infrastructure. You find the Chinese building roads everywhere. You find the Chinese building bridges everywhere. In America, still felt that it has been left out. And now with politics of the world taking a very different trajectory, because when you look at the way what mataifa yanaamka na within no time tunaona vita, like now we have the Israel-Palestinian war going on, and America must be looking for an ally enough in Kenya, with Kenya that is, and William Samoei Ruto comes in handy. Na ndio sababu ukaona tukapewa zana za vita ili hali kuna mambo mengi ambayo labda tungepewa. But when you look at the way America has decided to invest in military hardware in Kenya, it tells you that America is actually looking for an ally. Again, when you look at Russia-Ukraine war, you see America and Russia don't see eye to eye. And definitely in Africa, most of the countries do not now support America. The big brother is in trouble, if you ask me. Kwa sababu ukiangalia kwa mfano like Museveni has no kind words for America. Again, Kagame, who was their man, their point man in Africa, sasa ukiangalia mambo ni tofauti kabisa. So because William Samoei Ruto is believed to have been supported by these countries to win power, now they have an ally, somebody who can actually tame China. Because you see, when you look at Kenya, it's the gateway to East Africa. You look at Kenya in terms of development, utaona kwamba sisi tuko mbele kiasi as compared to many countries in East and Central Africa. The other thing is that when you look at the way China has actually been influencing the policies and of many countries, utaona kwamba China is actually taking the lead and others are following. So the fact that Biden was able to convince William Samoei Ruto even to accept, because you see, William Samoei Ruto was also given a lot of money to deal with terrorism, which is good in my view. And because you see, these terrorists must be dealt with once and for all. And when you look at it, the problem now comes because of the way we spend this money. Because I also understand he was given a lot of money to deal with malaria, especially vaccine and whatnot. There are so many issues that comes with this ministry. And now you can see why the government has not been able to devolve the health minister, because all said and done, I've always told you that the health ministry should be a devolved function. And sasa ukiangalia utaona kwamba hii ndio sababu ambayo imekuwa ikifanya William Samoei Ruto kukataa kuachilia the functions of the health ministry, because when the money comes now, it comes to the national government. Kwa hivyo hizo mabilioni ya pesa ambayo inakuja kupitia vaccine, chanjo ya malaria, utaona kwamba it is these guys who are going to benefit. I don't know what you think, but I still ask you, do you think this trip was successful? And from my point of view, I think there are some lessons to learn. And if this money or if these benefits are put into good use, then we can say the trip was successful. Because you see, William Samoei Ruto spent a lot of money. Remember ile chopa yake, ile jet alitumia 200 million. And if there were no benefit, I think tungekuwa na malamishi mengi sana. Lakini najua ahadi ni deni, na dawa ya deni ni kulipa. How I wish wangesaidia kwa mfano kulipa madeni ya yale ambayo tumekuwa tukisema tuko na madeni. Like now we say we owe China a lot of money, we owe Japan a lot of money, and so on and so forth. Kile ambacho labda wangefanya, something that they could do maybe in future, is to help Kenya pay these debts so that we can be debt free and we start afresh. What do you think, ladies and gentlemen? Na by the way, nataka mniambie Gikoba kuna edaji, kwa sababu ile taharuki ilikuwa pale, ilikuwa taharuki kali, watu hawajui what next. Guys, enjoy your weekend. I'll come to you again. Bye bye.